Well, I'm actually not from Binghamton. I grew up in Homer, New York, about an hour from here, but I taught at the university and was an administrator at Binghamton University for many years, and I commuted from Cortland for 17 years. My husband worked in Cortland. He was an engineer, 4 children, and nobody wanted to move to Binghamton. And so I was the commuter for 17 years, and that was not a problem. I always said to people, it worked out fine. By the time I got to Binghamton, I'd solved the problems at home. And at the end of the day, by the time I got back home, I'd solved the problems I had at the university. And so that worked out fine. It was great think time. So I've only lived in Broome County since 1990, but as I think about it now, my God, that's 35 years almost. You know, I'm not a local, but I almost feel like a local. We chose to stay here because of everything this community offered. Places like Robertson, places like the university and SUNY Broome offerings there, the Binghamton Philharmonic, the Tri-Cities Opera, Phelps Mansion Museum, public television, public NPR, you know, all sorts of performing and visual arts that were here, the First Fridays. All the different theaters that are here. I mean, it's a wonderful place. I've often said to newcomers, you know, for the small size of this community, we really offer everything. Well, right now I'm a member of the Binghamton University Council. It's sort of like a board of trustees, but it's not. We don't have quite the power. But I do serve on the University Council. I have served for many years on the SUNY Broome Foundation Board of Trustees. Broome County Historical Society, I chair the program committee and set up 9 programs a year. The third Wednesday of the month, we meet and get 100 people at our programs. What else am I involved with? Well, certainly WSKG. I chair the Board of Trustees there. Other committees at the university, the Harriet Tubman Center for Freedom and Equity, the Binghamton University Forum, which is sort of a town gown organization. And then I'm a donor to certainly Robertson, the Capital Campaign, been a member of Robertson for years. Yeah, I think Michael Grasso, and I've known Michael for many years. We first met serving on the Philharmonic board together. Then certainly I knew him through development when he was at WSKG, and was thrilled when he took over at Robertson because I thought we needed somebody younger with a lot of energy, a lot of good ideas, and I think he has certainly fulfilled those roles. Robertson offers a lot. I love going to Robertson. I try to go every month or every 6 weeks when they have a new art exhibit opening, bringing in local artists that people haven't necessarily heard of. And so lives here, you mean? You know, a painter, a sculptor, or potter, what have you. Also, the history that's at Robertson. This is how people lived in the mansion. And I think children are always quite surprised by that. People really lived here, and there were servants' quarters here too. You know, they don't think about that being in their community because who has servants' quarters these days? The Haudenosaunee exhibit there, telling our history of people who were replaced by others, but a wonderful history there. The educational programs, bringing in school children to learn. I have, you know, friends who remember being at Robertson when they were children, and they still go there. It carried with them, and they took their children, and some of them are now taking their grandchildren if they still live here, because they have fond memories of going there as children and learning, whether it was the arts, whether it was history or science, the planetarium that's there. I mean, I've told people about the planetarium. There's a planetarium in Binghamton. I didn't know that. Yeah, I said, Robertson offers a lot to the community and to children. You know, what other opportunity would children have to see without the planetarium? I think because it offers not just science like Copernic, not just history like Local History Center, not just the art like all of our visual arts in First Fridays. It offers all of it in one building. And the history, even more the building itself, where the family actually lived, that beautiful staircase. Um, I think because it offers all three components that I think people appreciate and want to appreciate that their community does offer them. I live here and I believe in contributing to my community to make it even better, although I think we have a wonderful community here now. And I do tell people that when they think of moving here, why do you live in Binghamton? You're not from there. Your husband wasn't from Binghamton. Why did you stay? And I can give them what I just told you, lots of many reasons. It is a cultural capital for a small community.